Yes guys, so today I've got a 2.5 hour ride with some mammoth intervals. Today's session, what I'll be talking about later, will be about my coaching platform, cycling science coaching, a couple of or one interesting step that I've taken there, and a great partnership, as well as how the lockdown's been going, mentally what I've been struggling with during the lockdown and how I got through that, and all the challenges I've done this the past 3 weeks and the 2 weeks ahead, what my thoughts are. So yeah, stay tuned and enjoy watching me suffer. Next, feeling a bit stiff, but we'll see how it goes, and yeah, give you an update soon. My supporter. This is my I died face. Just did a 20-minute top of zone 4 effort up Alpe Zwift. Super tough. I think it was a big week this week and last week, so definitely the rest day will be appreciated tomorrow. Just another hour left of recovery, and then actual recovery on the couch. So finished my ride, I'm going for a shower now, and then I'll see you guys in the office now. So today I'll just be speaking about the last 3 weeks of lockdown, how the training's been coming along, and my thoughts. So the last 3 weeks of training has actually been has gone quite well. I took a couple of days off after Cape Epic, and then as soon as the lockdown started, I took a couple of days off just to process the whole lockdown idea, and then I started and did the virtual Everesting on the first Saturday, and yeah, the virtual Everesting went really well. That week was about a 15 to 16 hour training week. The virtual Everesting is not really great for training, it just kills your legs, so but it was still a good time on the bike, I would say. The week after that, started training, really focusing on a lot of strength training, some core, stretch, roll out, mobility. So really started to focus on things that I've been neglecting the last couple of years. So I'm currently doing 2 strength sessions a week and 2 core sessions a week, and then I stretch and roll out about 4 times a week. And I mean, it takes up quite a lot of time. It's probably about 5 hours per week, or 6 hours per week that you're busy with stretching, rolling, core sessions. I would say 5 hours. Core sessions, strength sessions, and it makes a massive difference. I can already feel after just 2 weeks of doing that and doing it very consistently. The first time I did a core session 2 weeks ago, I nearly died. I think I did 20 minutes and I couldn't go any longer. Now I've gone to 45 minutes of core sessions and it feels great. And I can already feel my upper body is a lot stronger on the bike and keeping me a lot more stable. So that's good. As well as the strength training, my muscles, I can see I've got a scale that can actually measure your body composition and different things, and they're not that accurate, but I can see my weight hasn't come down, but my actual my fat index has gone down a bit, fat percentage has gone down a bit, but my muscle growth has gone up, so my total muscle mass has gone up, and I can really feel that. I can feel it, and the positive thing about this is I can really feel some put out some numbers that I haven't seen ever on the bike outside, and I'm doing it on the indoor trainer, which I hated before lockdown, and that's why I pretty much never rode on it. So really starting to push a lot of power for myself. My FTP has gone up a massive amount, and I think it's a lot of things that play or start working together. Like Cape Fepic, that was like 35 hours of riding in that week, or 40 hours of riding. So that was a solid base session. I had solid base in December, had quite a couple of good races leading up to Cape Fepic, did Cape Fepic, and then this is pretty much another base session or base season that we can go into before racing starts. So I really think the training has been going really well. I started to focus on what I eat pretty much today, so I'll update you on that next week, and we'll see how that works on my weight. I'm still used to eating a lot of bad stuff like sweets and cool drinks and things like that, so I'm going to cut that out for the next 2 weeks of the lockdown and see where my weight goes from there. I think I'm eating very well except for that, so if I can cut that out, I think I'll probably lose about 5 kgs, 6 kgs, and then I'll be pretty much where I was when I was racing in high school, end of high school, 76, 75 kgs, which is, I think, a good racing weight for me. It's not too lean, and it's going to give you still a good fat percentage, but still being able to push a lot of power. So, and that's why the strength training is also good, just to keep the muscle mass and not lose that while you losing some fat. So yeah, all in all, I think everything's going really well. This week will be a 17-hour riding week, which is good. It's a good week, and then probably about 5 hours of strength, mobility, and core and things like that added as well. So I think it's going great, and I'm positive about the future. I think especially coming to terms with riding on the indoor trainer and actually starting to enjoy it, I think that makes a massive difference. And I think one of the coaches, I think it might be Mike Postumus, said after this lockdown there's going to be 2 different types of athletes. The people that actually trained like they would have outside, and then the people that said it was too hard or they couldn't train at all. And I think that's going to be, you're going to see that in the first couple of races back, whenever that's going to be. And then also you've got the people that cheat with weight on Zwift. We'll see how that works, but I think it's going to be a very interesting time across the world to see who actually put in some proper hours within this lockdown period. What I've just found is, people always complain that they don't have enough time to train properly, and I think everyone that can't work from home, which is a lot of people that I know, and a lot of people in general, there are a lot of people that work on their laptops and things like that, and they can still do their jobs, but there's a lot of people that actually have to do physical work and go and see people and go to sites and things like that. And that's in the category that I fall into. So I think I've been privileged that I pretty much get up and sleep very late, get up, eat breakfast, go for a ride, then I rest, do a strength session or core session, rest a bit again, then eat, and then you do a stretching and rolling session in the evening. So and what that's shown me is that, my adaptation to the training that I'm busy doing has gone up tremendously. It's like everything's just going a lot faster than would have in the normal world, and I think it's just because you don't have the stress of working half day or having to worry about accounts and seeing people and going up and down and driving to Cape Town and back and things like that. It's a lot of stress your body doesn't need and isn't taking at the moment. So for me, just being calm, just taking it easy at home has given me the time to really focus on the things that I've been neglecting, and it's making a massive difference in my training. So I'm super happy about that, super happy about what the future will hold. I've got a couple of races in mind that I want to do after lockdown. It's luckily only later on in the year, so we'll see how those races work out, but I'll keep you updated in any way on the training. I'm trying to work out, I want to take this training that I'm doing currently and pretty much try and do that after lockdown as well. So everything that I'm doing now, I just want to streamline and pretty much take that to my normal daily routine after lockdown, so that I can really, get my fitness up and really build it up towards some of my focus races at the end of the year or next year. I'm not sure when the next races will be, so and then just have a good time when we're able to get outside. So a lot of different things to focus on, but I'm super happy with where I'm at the moment. I think the next 2 weeks will also be very good. Next week I've got like a fitness test at the end of the week, but an easier week throughout the week. So quite excited for that. I must say today's intervals broke me properly. So I think, and my fatigue, you can see its fatigue level is quite high, and my form is quite low. So I need to take a couple of easier days. But yeah, in general, very happy with where it's all at. And yeah, I mean, like you saw this morning was quite a sweat fest. But again, looking forward to what the future holds. I'm currently weighing about 80 kgs, 80.5 kgs. So let's see where that comes down to. Like I said, I've probably got about 5 kilograms to lose. And yeah, let's see where the next 2 weeks lead us, and I trust that the lockdown won't get extended, but if needs be, then it will happen. But yeah, to all my friends out there, all the pros, I can really see you still putting in the time and the hours. Well done to you. To all the people sitting at home that have businesses like I do, just hang in there. It is going to get better eventually. But we can't stress about it. There's nothing we can do in this current situation to get back to our businesses quicker. So just focus on what you can control, even if it's just making breakfast, making sure you eat enough and keeping sane and not killing your kids. So yeah, I think just focus on the basics, focus on keeping your mentality right. My big mental shift came after I did the Everesting. I was not keen at all to get on the indoor trainer before I did the Everesting, and I did the Everesting just as a mental challenge to see how far I can push myself on the indoor trainer, and it worked quite well. I mean, 14 hours on the bike is a long time, but now like a 2-hour ride seems so quick. So I think after that I really changed my perspective and didn't see lockdown as like a jail sentence, but rather as an opportunity to get stronger and fitter and get out the other side a better person. So, and I'm enjoying making these videos again. I haven't made these in quite a while, and that's just because I've been lazy and not recording anything. So I'm excited to share this journey with you guys, and yeah, share how the training's going, and hopefully I'll see you guys at the races soon. I am busy planning a couple of gravel tours for when lockdown ends, just to get out there and promote riding your bike. So yeah, please go to my Instagram page, my Facebook pages, and give me a follow there. One other exciting announcement that I do have is I've been speaking to Barry Austin from Lead Out Coaching or Lead Out Sport for quite a while now, and he's actually mentoring me to become a better cycling coach. So I've affiliated with Lead Out Coaching, and my coaching business name is Cycling Science Coaching. I'll drop a link in the description to that as well, but we are affiliated with Lead Out sports now, and I think that's quite an exciting step, having that support and having a person like Barry Austin, which is a very good coach, and he coaches very good clients and very good sports people around the world. So I'm excited where that's going to lead as well. So click the links in the description and just go and have a look at the pages, and if that's something you're interested in, give it a like and a follow. I'd really appreciate that. So thanks again for watching, and I'll just end this video with my with a quick time lapse of my stretching and foam rolling regime. Thanks guys, cheers.